Hotkeys are more responsive now.
Why?
Did an update.
For...
XSplit.
Oh, cool. Pretty soon they're gonna make us buy it. Ready?
Yep.
Alright. Are you ready for SuperStarcraftBros?
Silver Tuesday.
But are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Potentially.
Where's your Altish accent?
Where's my Oddish?
Oddish. Oddish. Oh, I remember Oddish. He was adorable. He's like the little blue thing with the leaves sprouting at his
And
head.
then he just got ugly as he evolved.
He was deadly, though.
And ugly.
I don't even remember what he evolved into.
Gloomish.
Gloomish. That doesn't sound nice. Alright, Iron Sparks. We have a battle today on Daybreak.
Yep.
I had to read the board. Zerg versus
Protoss.
Protoss?
Mm-hmm.
I had to say it dramatically. I can't say it dramatically if you interrupt my dramaticization.
Dramatically?
You're mean.
I'm sorry.
Who's fighting today?
On our top right corner we have VRNocturne, our Zerg player. And in our top left corner we have our blue Protoss moonlighter.
Alright. Nice names. Nocturne and Moon.
Lighter.
Moon.
Moonlighter.
I don't think the moon's flammable.
You want to bet?
Yeah?
Just put the sun right next to it.
That's not fair. The gravitational force of the sun will just suck the moon into the sun and tear it apart at a molecular level.
But I bet at one point it'll be on fire. Alright, we have both players scouting. We've got the gateway down for Moonlighter, pretty much standard. Got the 12 gate, probably going to be seeing a gas go down at 15.
What about the pylon? How'd you do that?
Probably should pylon go down as well, around 15, and the cyber core around 16.
It's like you know these builds or something.
That's pretty much the opening build for every Protoss.
Not if they throw a forge down.
Well, we have a spawning pool down for the Zerg player.
Woo!
I'm gonna guess he's gonna go for a fact span since he is building up on these minerals.
Yep, it looks like he's trying to get rid of that probe first. We might see one of those drones head down south to the natural to establish a hatchery, or go right back to work, because that's perfectly fine. They can do whatever they want.
He'll probably move down once he gets to 300 instead of prior.
Yes, because nothing says a delayed hatchery like a delayed hatchery.
Well, just because it's usually
Why didn't that one just build it?
because he was.
These
going
drones
back.
are not talking to each other very well. I think they need to get like a radio system or something.
So we got the cyber core going down. Probably went down around the 16, 17 split.
It is interesting that Moonlighter has not chosen to do a wall. He's done a barricade, but not quite a wall.
Yeah, that is rather interesting. He did get that Zout out pretty early, chrono boosted out, because he's probably expecting those lings to come out since he did see that spawning pool go up. He did not see that expansion.
Yeah,
He'll
and
probably...
both players are very similar on the food count. And let's see, the hatchery is about halfway done for Nocturne, and he does have his queen on the way.
He's still concerned about that Zerg rush since he is chrono boosting out the sentry as well.
I don't know if he's concerned of a Zerg rush or he's just chrono boosting out a sentry.
No, I think
It's
because
silver.
Yeah, but I think he is expecting something to come so he can get that force field a lot faster.
Well, also getting the sentry out earlier allows him to generate more energy, which means more force fields!
I think it's always better to do what he's doing now, which is chrono boosting that cybernetics core to get that the warp get out.
I love getting Chrono out. Getting the ancient Titan god to come out.
That's Chronos.
Oh my god, that would just be devastating.
There's an S on
I
that.
thought you stuttered then and it made an S. Chrono.
Well, we got 2 more gates going down, and then over at the Zerg player we got 2 spines up for defense because both players are expecting to be attacked.
Well, I always like spines from Zerg players.
I don't.
You don't like them because you don't do well against
I
them.
hate spines against Zerg
You
players.
just gotta drop a nuke, man. Just drop a nuke.
As Protoss?
Yeah. Mind control a Terran. Bring the SCV in with you. Drop a nuke.
The SCV's gonna drop a nuke?
Yeah. They have that claw. That claw thing.
I don't think you played this game. No.
Have like a Juggernaut SCV. Strap the
Emil?
nuke onto his back. Send it in.
So we do have this Robo Bay, so we just went for the 3-gate Robo. Probably try to get those Immortal out, because he probably is expecting Roach play coming, because that's after
That is standard, but I mean, if you remember back to even just maybe 6 months ago, that's a little oversaturation up there. But Zerg has always been the reactive race. So right now we have Nocturne sitting up at the top position, macroing up, making his drone count just soar, and waiting. Which is kind of odd. You usually see that Roach Warren down by now, or you start seeing some Zergling out starts doing some investigations. But I do like that we have an observer out from Moonlighter.
I don't like that right there.
He's gonna move it! Calm down! It's silver! Yeesh.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh, that's a little bit.
Alright. Lair tech coming for Nocturne, including a Roach Warren. Is that 2 Evo chambers? Yes, it is.
I think I've been seeing this more and more often in the replays I watch. They always go the 2 Evo and the Roach at the same time.
Huge transfer of drones. It's going to be a little bit of lost mining time for Nocturne.
However, he's only slightly behind during that transfer. However, he quickly catches up and surpasses.
Yes, Nocturne is doing perfect on drones right now. He has 41 to the 24 that Moonlighter has. Moonlighter looks like he's going to push up with his force. Going to drop down a proxy pylon and see what he can do. I'm hoping that he expands on the back of this, because this is definitely not going to be an attack that ends the game.
I just don't think this is the best place for a proxy pylon. I would rather have it up here. That way he can have it hidden for longer. That way it's not right on the go down path.
Yeah, and that Overlord sitting right there is going to see everything that's going on.
There's just a lot of links out now. He busted out 12 as soon as he saw that probe coming out.
He does have 3 sentries practically with full energy, so it's going to be interesting if he is good at using those force fields, that he might be able to trap most of those Zerglings. But
we do see the Roaches coming out now.
True, and I think he only has, 1 Stalker with that army?
Yeah.
And he warps in a couple more Zealots, so I'm betting on Nocturne taking this engagement right now.
Yeah, I like that he did go with those Zealots to counteract the Zerglings. However, since he doesn't know about the Roaches...
well, he doesn't know about anything. He hasn't scouted again.
Well, he knows that Zerglings can exist on this map.
We do have more Roaches coming, so the swarm of Nocturne is starting to get incredibly deadly. I wouldn't be surprised if they move out first to take out Moonlighter's forces right now.
So Nocturne is also getting a Hydra Den right now, which is a very curious choice.
A good choice against gateway units from Protoss, but more effective if they're on creep. Alright, here we go. We do have force fields cutting out some of the lings there. The swarm is going to retreat back behind the spine crawlers, and it looks like Moonlighter is just going to wait, which I don't know if that's the best idea, considering the Roach count is going to climb, and +1/+1 is almost done for Nocturne. But Moonlighter's going to be like, screw you, I'm going up the ramp anyway. These spines are having a hell of a time patting those guys on the back.
He does get these force fields off on the ramp, which would be good if there wasn't a horde of Roaches sitting around in the corner.
Oh, I love that. Come on, horde of Roaches, go!
And also
go, boys!
These will falls.
Alright.
They didn't keep any of the sentries back to continually force field the ramp.
But it looks like this little pocket of Roaches. I really like that maneuver.
It wasn't on purpose.
Well, you gave the Protoss player credit, so I'm going to give him credit. 1 kudo. Alright, so that's been wrapped up.
It took out the Roach Warren.
It did.
But he lost everything. And this is still here.
It's looking for burrowed units. Or DTs. Ghosts.
Banshees?
Banshees, yes.
Yeah.
You know, that's a terrible location for Banshees. They always fly through there. Alright, it looks like Moonlighter is going to try and rebuild his army. It looks like he called back an Immortal that was all the way
where that proxy
routed over there.
was.
He's going to have another Immortal who's going to make the journey over there if he doesn't stop him.
Let's see if he catches it.
He does need to move that Observer into a more useful location.
There, he moved it closer to the ramp.
Whatever.
You know, even if it's just right here, that way you can see that something's coming.
I think Moonlighter should have tried to expand behind that initial attack. Here it comes down now. I think it's a little late for that. Nocturne really needs to start working on his creep spread, and I think he just needs to move those units out
I would expect to see a Zerg player expand right now since he did take out that force. He has a lot of units to defend himself, and he has that excess resources to just throw down somewhere.
Yeah, I would love to see maybe one or two more queens. I want to see creep spread. I'm not too worried about that third right now because it is silver, but
The creeps could, like you're saying, could be really effective, especially for these Hydras since
Yeah.
they are slow moving.
well, I mean, if you're going against anything, if you're going against a Terran or Protoss player, creep is amazing. It gives you heightened speed for all your units, especially those Hydras and the Infestors and your queens, and also it gives you tremendous map vision. So that's why you should creep it up. Creep it up.
Sounds so weird.
I know. Here we come. I like how we put the roaches in the front and the hydras will be on the back. So a classic Hydra roach army composition. Cannons are getting a little bit of hits in, and these force fields, I don't know. Would you say overkill?
A little, especially this like third one in the middle of these two.
It looks like about half of Nocturne's army has been cleaned up, but it looks like all of Moonlighter's army is done. He does have a mortal sitting up on the ramp. Good force fields, still a little bit of an overkill, but heat of the battle, you can't always place those perfectly.
Most of these ramps over you can get.
But,
force
you know,
field.
heat of the battle, I'm going to call you out every time you miss the force field now.
I don't miss force. No.
Alright, these Hydras are having some fun, shooting some knitting needles. They take out a gateway. I don't know about continually warping in these. Don't Hydras do extra damage versus light?
No.
Oh, well.
They're just pretty good with +2.
Moonlighter thought they did. No, +2 actually. I think Nocturne did a good job for a silver player, and I think he'll be moving up to gold soon.
Yeah, just a little bit of improvements, and they'll do pretty good.
Yeah, creep, my big suggestion, and of course, taking a third or even getting a macro house is always good to have. Moonlighter, I think, is going to stay in silver for a little bit more.
Yeah, I think Colossus would have been a good choice.
Yeah, they would have shredded those Hydras. So, leave us a comment down below on how you think the game went out, how you think the two players could improve to make their way on up to the bronze level and higher. Hit that like button.
Subscribe.
Please. If you subscribe, YouTube tells you when we make a new video.
Yeah, and then you can also follow us on Twitter.
Yes, and
That
then
tells you.
Twitter will tell you when we have a new video in case you don't want emails from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep, so hit that like button. Good luck and have fun on your future StarCraft endeavors. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you on Wednesday.
GG.
GG.